bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll take this down to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
I'm one, right? Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Lions 0.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Burrow will throw. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
3rd and 9 here. Another run for Gibbs here. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On to Gibbs. Here's Gibbs.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive moving right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out and check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10. And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around the bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Powerful running. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now run by Gibbs, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 and 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. In motion right, that's Williams. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And this defense not ready for that one. He's going to take this down inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
11.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. In motion, Gesicki. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Nixon, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
3rd and goal, Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Gibbs. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now they'll run it with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 23-yard run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a give to Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. In motion, Gesicki. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Burrow going to keep it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. This is 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw here. St. Brown on the catch.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.